The residence and interiors were approached as a work of art in terms of being something completely unique and unexpected, a visual journey that could be experienced in a sequence of spaces that are curved, gentle, and quite relaxing and calm. I'm Marco Zerbi. I'm a Senior Associate Director and Head of Interior Architecture at Marsh Architecture. We've been engaged by SC Land to design the architecture and interiors of 26 and 28 Esplanade in Brighton. The apartments support the lifestyle of the area by offering an experience that is quite unique and highly curated. It feels sophisticated and elegant, as well as effortless. The core design ambition for the Esplanade interiors was to create something timeless, something that was cohesive and deeply connected to the coastal environment. We wanted a material palette that was calm and sophisticated, subtle, and that could age beautifully over time. We focus on a selection of materials that are inspired by nature, such as natural timber, natural stone, and brass. We adopted a very similar material palette for this building, creating a look that is quite cohesive and harmonious.
When you first walk into the apartment, you're greeted with this gorgeous mix of metal and stone and sculptural piece, which starts to set the tone for what's to come in terms of it feeling sort of quite elevated and artisanal.
I'm Kylie, and this is Alicia, and we're from Melbourne-based interior design studio Golden.
We interpreted the coastal living, I guess, not literally. We sort of tapped into the subtle, soft, sandy tones and some of the warm, sagey textures of the bay, but it was also about bringing in organic forms and layering with different textures.
We wanted to create a space that felt calm, that felt sophisticated, but also made reference to the coastal environment and the relaxed nature of the locale.
The other thing to consider is the beautiful organic shape of the footprint and ensuring that we brought in forms that didn't fight that and worked with that in terms of soft rounded edges and sculptural forms where we could.
The curved walls create a space that feels unique, create a sense of discovery and a fluid movement throughout the spaces. The shape of the windows is quite organic and sculptural and creates interesting and attractive plays of shadows and light throughout the apartments. Everything has been designed in a way that feels bespoke and tailored around the user rather than being something standard and off the shelf. The furniture selection enhances architecture by adopting similar gentle curves and geometries, as well as textures and fabrics that are quite soft.
I think playing with a sense of scale and proportion in spaces like this is very important. Having some layering of height and texture and width is what really helps to add some interest and make the space come together.
We did that here by grounding the living space with a really large rectangular rug that helps to start to define the zones within the apartment.
A home of this level should feel effortless and high-end. It should be about a collection of pieces that are high quality but also feel relaxed in nature.
Living in this space with this curation of furniture, we want it to have a sense of ruggedness being by the coast or the bay, but still feel really elevated and timeless.
We're proud we were able to create something that is unique and highly sophisticated and something that is going to complement the lifestyles of the purchasers. These apartments were an exploration of taking medium-density living in Australia to a different level, where everything is bespoke and beautifully crafted, as well as elegant and timeless.